Hello everyone, this is Tom here, and now I'm back into tree making, and making pine trees. And here's the supplies that I need to make the trees. This is 18 gauge copper wire. It's solid. I got it on a roll, and off camera I skinned it all off and made them a certain length, and they're 18 inches long. And then you take some Sisal, you cut them, and then you slide them up. Now over here I have a couple made already, and then you have to trim them, of course, but I didn't get to that point yet. But I'm going to show you what I do. And then down at the end of the table I got a makeshift vise that I made. I got these clamps here holding it down on the table, and then the other one's holding my vise grips. So what I do is, and let's just see, you should be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, these are for HO scale, so I made it about 8 inches tall. So I just take some Sisal here, take it out of the inner rope there, and I make these about 3 inches long, and measure it. It's close enough. It doesn't have to be exact, because you can always trim it down. And I'll cut another one. There we go. We'll put the Sisal over here. And then what we do, and we'll put the tape measure there, is we take one of the wires and we bend it in half, like so, and then just squeeze it down till you got a little loop there, and you take that loop and you put that in the vice grip. So we'll turn that like that, about 1/4 of an inch in, and then you just squeeze it down clamp it in place. So then you just split this here, like so, and then you take the basil, you can see that wire, right? Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's there. And then you take the Sisal and untwist it, and then you untwist it again, because there's a couple pieces in here, and just pull it apart, and then you can just like this, untwist it, and then what I do is I put it inside the wire all the way down, and then I just pull it out a little bit, and then I untwist them just a little bit, and then there you go. And I push it as down far as I can, because that's the top of the tree there. And then you take another one, like this is a real small one, so I don't know, it'll come apart. Sometimes I pull them apart before I get them in there, and that's not going to work out, it's too small. And do this one, and then put that in here, and then just pull it apart, stick that in there, take this one, let's see, you got all the small ones, just untwist them, put that in there, like so, and untwist this one, and pull that apart. This doesn't have to be, you know, perfect. And then you undo these. You untwist this. Just keep on filling it up to the bottom of the tree, which is down here. Sometimes I need 2 pieces to fill it because these are taller trees. The smaller trees you don't need much, but I'm going to make a lot of tall ones first. I'm going to make about 10 of these, and then what I'm going to do is, the next thing you do is you paint it. Okay, so I'm back again. The disc fell up, so I'm just going to continue where I left off. So I was saying that the next step is to paint these, and that paint's coming on Friday, and then you spray them and they're still sticky, and then you can put on like fine turf, or I don't know which one, coarse turf, I believe, one of these. I got these all in today. There's dark green and light green, and then there's fine turf, and also I had the fine turf earth. So because I'm making 2 different types of trees. These are pine trees, and the next trees I'm going to make are oak trees. So I got all the colors that I need for them. I just don't remember exactly which color goes on there. I have to look at my notes. But anyway, so we're back to making the tree, and the next thing you do is you get the drill out, and you take this and you just twist this a little bit just so the drill can catch on those wires there, and you put it on the drill, and then I like to tighten it. And you just have to be careful that you don't break off this end. So we just start turning the tree, and then that starts twisting the wire, and you can see how they spin. That should be good. And that's the pine tree. And I just stick it in here in the foam and go on to the next one. So that's how easy it is. And then I'll show you the painting of them when I get all 10 on there, and then dipping them into the different turfs that I have, and then we'll go from there. So I'll be back, and that's it for tonight. So it's a simple process. Make the wires the length you want the tree to be, and bend it in half, put it in the vice grips, put the drill, put the Sisal in between the wire, put it in the, like I said, in the vice grips, you put the Sisal in between the wires, and then you put the drill on and spin it around, and then you got all your branches. And what you got to do is spray it, paint it, and it sits for a little while. Then you put the turf on. Then you take an adhesive of some type. You spray the trees lightly with the adhesive. You don't need a lot. Then you put on the top color of the tree, and boom, you'll have a tree. So I'm going to get these on here, and then I'll probably trim these up a little bit. The tops don't have to be as wide as the bottom, so I'm just going to trim it up like a pine tree, and we'll go from there. So we'll see you in the next session. Thanks a lot. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I got 10 of them made now, and what I've done is just like trim off some of the edges here at the top just to make it look a little pointy. You know, just go around, trim off some of the loose ones down there, and that's that. So you can spread them out later. You know, I pull them apart a little bit, some of them, and then I just put it in here. And now I'm just waiting for the paint to arrive. It's supposed to come today from Amazon. So once I get the paint, we'll start painting these, and then dipping them right in while the paint's wet, and we'll go from there. So I'll be back after I get the paint and show you how I paint these and how I put the turf on it, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see how they come out. And there's 10 of them there. I counted the trees that I'm replacing. I got about 40 of them on my mountain I got to replace. So I got to make, 10 at a time, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll be back later on, and everybody take care. Okay, we're back now making the pine trees, and I'm going to spray them, and then we're going to touch them up with some fine turf and some coarse turf, and we'll see what happens. So this is the spray can, and I'm going to start spraying them. I got to shake it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to spray the trees. Make sure you get them all. Oh, get away. You have to excuse my back, but I'm trying to get all the angles.
Heads up, there's smoke in the office. The alarm may sound. It's going to be loud.
Yeah, that's my nest going off probably because of the paint. Okay, got them all covered.
Heads up, there's smoke in the office. The alarm may sound. It's going to be loud.
So we put some turf on here. doesn't look like it's sticking. So I'll just have to wait until that dries and spray the tack stuff on it instead of the. One step was to try and put it on while the paint was, but the paint must dry real fast. So we'll come back and after the paint's dry. Okay, we're gonna give it a shot now with this 3M spray adhesive and see if it sticks. So I'm going to spray that. You don't need to put a lot on. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this stuff on now. Well, that ain't working out the way I wanted it to. I don't know why it's not sticking. So I'll be back and after I get it on there and we'll see what happens. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm going to spray each one individually and do those one at a time. It seems that the tack stuff is might be drying too quick, so I'm going to spray one tree at a time and then I can put it on there. So what I do is I'm going to just spray like this guy. And if the other ones get it too, that's okay. But let me just do this one here, and then see, now it's staying on. I guess I was just trying to do too much at one time. next one. Trees are probably just too close together. I got 3 more to go. This smaller one here. Okay, last 2. Oops, spraying it with paint. I'm an idiot. Picked up the wrong can. Oh, now they're starting to look like some trees. Just touch them up a little bit here. Shake off the loose stuff. Okay, I'll be back in a little while. I'm gonna take a break, have lunch, and then I'll be back and I'll put the rest of the stuff on and we'll see how they look. I'll be back. Okay, I got another piece of foam and took some of the trees off so that I could spread them out a little better. And I'm going to put the coarse turf on now. It's light green. So I'm going to give that a whirl and see what it does. Let's do one at a time and see what happens. That came out pretty good. So I'll do the rest, and then I'll come back when they're all done, and then all I gotta do is start putting them on the layout. So I'll be back in a little while. Okay, they're all done now, and I'm just going to let them set for a little while before I put them on the layout. So first 10 are done, and then I'll make some more, and we'll see how they look on the layout. So that's it. So if anybody needs any help with making these, just let me know, and we'll help you out. So this is Tom, and everybody have a great day, what's left of it, and we'll see you in the next video when I start making some oak trees. So that's the next project, but I'm going to make some more pine trees first before I start doing the oak trees, since I got the hang of it on making these. So we'll get going, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Happy train world.